Hello everyone, this is Arafellin playing Castle Hassle. This is a puzzle game. There are 3 different difficulties. You have adult, teenager, and child. As I recall, that doesn't affect the puzzles themselves, it just affects the timer. So let's just go on adult. There's that neat little drawing effect I was always rather fond of. It draws the level, it makes musical kind of noises as it's doing it. So you are playing as a ghost. You'll notice at the top there is a time limit. If you spend too long in any one room, your ghost gets gradually dimmer. If the timer runs out, you lose life. Your main action is just moving around. There's also the fire button, which will turn you into a little gun thing. You hold it down to transform. You can change which direction you're pointing, and you let go to fire. That is your main means of interacting with the world. If there are any creatures, you can usually shoot them. Sometimes you can shoot other things to break or move them. Also, the keyboard has a number of keys that do things. You can use T to turn into a torch, H to become a hammer, K is a key, I think M was a magnet, and there are a few other things. You press any other key to turn back into a normal ghost. When you are transformed into something else, you cannot use your gun. So that can be important. This stage puzzle, whichever, is called Looks Too Easy, and yeah, it looks too easy. It is easier. It is not as easy as it looks. As soon as you touch the treasure, which your objective in each room is to touch the treasure and then escape, as soon as you touch the treasure, these enemies appear. And this tight space here is not conducive to actually hitting or evading it. As time is getting low, ghost is getting dim. But I didn't quite stay there long enough for that to become a problem. Okay, let's come up here. This is the magic touch. This is another room that looks a little too simple. Those things on the side are kind of suspicious. And yeah, as soon as you touch the treasure, they come crashing in from the side, and you're dead. If you're killed, you're sent back to the main room with 1 less life. You'll notice that in addition to the timing out timer, there's also a global timer. At the end of the game, or when you run out of lives, you get a rating. I think the time factors into that. I'm not sure. In any case, what you can do here is you can actually shoot the treasure to get it out of the way of the trap. So you do that, you come over and press it, the things can't hurt you. It kind of looks like an exclamation point now. And I think I'll just finish out a whole one. There are 10 levels to the game. I think each one has either the same or a similar amount of puzzles, but they do get progressively more complicated. So here, there are these bullets you're supposed to dodge. I'll turn into a hammer to have a narrower profile. And I think they just kind of randomly come from either side at random heights, so I'll be ready to react. That one's fairly low. See, if I'd been a full-size ghost, that definitely would have hit. Also, you cannot go through doorways, which this is, when you are not in your standard form. This room. This room, you have doorways that randomly appear and disappear. You need to get to them while they're still solid. So hammer again. This isn't exactly a Danmaku stage, but it's the closest you're going to get on an Atari. Just dodge through these. I'm not sure if this will show up on the video because of resolution and size of things, but the different bullets are actually slightly different colors. There are brightish ones, greenish ones, and bluish ones. Sometimes levels will connect directly to each other. So, or not levels, but puzzle rooms within a level. Here we have to shoot ourselves a way in. There we go. Not terribly complicated, but it does require some fairly precise maneuvering. And that should be all the treasures. And that's this level cleared. You get your little fanfare again, it gives you the score for the level, and then you advance on to the next level. And as I mentioned, this continues for 10 progressively more complicated and difficult levels. I'm not going to go through them at this point. It's enough to, kind of demonstrate how the game goes. So, this has been Arafelin playing Castle Hassle, and come back next time for E.T., but probably not the E.T. you're thinking about when you hear E.T. and Atari in the same sentence.